Hola, me llamo Aurora. My name is Dawn. I'm so happy to be with you today. I weigh and measure 3 meals a day and turn it over to my sponsor. 2 years ago, when I walked on the sidewalks, people would look at my stomach and then look down to their stomach, comparing if their stomach was sticking out. I live in Hong Kong, so many of the people in Hong Kong are more slender. They were not being mean. They were just noticing. They don't do that anymore. I fit easier on the bus next to the smaller Asians. And can get into the seats on the bus easier. I can do a slow jog to catch the bus, though I don't do a mad rush to go quickly. I was having hip pain and knee surgery from an old college knee injury, and a second injury resulting in an operation in 2000. I am very careful with my knees. I was eating more food than my friends at their dinners. I was stopping on the way home at shops like 7-Eleven to buy more snacks. And again, after exiting the bus at my home, more sweet, crunchy foods. Basically, I would be so sedated on sugar that I would fall asleep at home. How did I find out about GreySheet? A friend from Overeaters Anonymous had returned to Hong Kong and met me for tea. He told me there is plenty of food on GreySheet. That caught my attention, but he also said I needed to get a sponsor. I love animals. Put me with animals and children and I am happy. But I cannot deal with people very well. Better if a dog could be my sponsor. I told him I don't want to get a sponsor. I was diagnosed with 80% loss of kidney function in my left kidney and had been trying to control diabetes and was making improvements. I was working on my blood pressure. It was a little bit high, and my general health. Finally, after a couple of months and having lost weight on the internet copy of GreySheet, I went to a Zoom meeting and found my first sponsor, possibly suggested by my friend, though. Once I started weighing my 3 meals per day and gave up sugar and grains, everything improved. I had done 3 things about at the same time. Firstly, joined a kidney support group on Zoom. Secondly, joined a yoga stretching class on Zoom. And thirdly, got my GreySheet sponsor. I lost about 85 pounds, not exactly sure, as I found the GreySheet food plan on the internet and tried it for 2 months before I joined GreySheet. My diabetes and blood sugar stabilized even more. it is possible that now I might not be considered having diabetes. My blood pressure, as my friend says, is like an athlete's. My cholesterol is fine. Japanese wives say when their husbands retire that they have a wet leaf on the bottom of their shoe and cannot shake it off. Meaning, when a husband retires, they are home and getting underfoot and controlling the household. That is how I was with my sponsors. I did not want to let a sponsor go. I held on like holding their leg and being dragged along and not letting go. I have learned sponsors are not forever, but now it seems I am settled with a sponsor and I trust my sponsor and I can work together a long time. But I also have to remember it is not easy with being overseas and having a different time zone. After about 1 year in GreySheet, I stabilized my weight and got on maintenance. I have been on maintenance about 9 months now. I have gone to GreySheet step workshops and am learning how to pray in the morning and meditate, and trying to make it a habit to follow up at night with the night prayer and review my list from morning meditation. Recently, people in the meetings have come to know me, and I am having some outreach phone calls and developing friendships in GreySheet. For me, trying to have friends is a challenge. I am finding happiness in GreySheet, better health, working on becoming a better person, and working on loving and liking myself. Once I lost weight, I was still in a problematic situation. I didn't love myself. I was aggressive with others. I could not forgive myself, and I needed to grow as a loving human being. The step AWOL GreySheet, 1 month, once a week for 1 hour, helped me to grow and be kind to myself and others. But I am new at this and trying to do this. I thank you, day counters, as every day I am on day 1, weighing and measuring my food. We can do this together, 1 day at a time. My share is short. May I share with you some literature that is helping me at this time? If you can get out your big books, I can give you the page number from the English version. I have recently been given this at a meeting, page 66 in the English 4th edition big book. It is plain that a life which includes deep resentment leads only to futility and unhappiness. To the precise extent that we permit these, we do squander the hours that might have been worthwhile. But with the alcoholic whose hope is the maintenance and growth of a spiritual experience, this business of resentment is infinitely grave. We find that it is fatal, for when harboring such feelings, we shut ourselves off from the sunlight of the spirit. The insanity of alcohol returns and we drink again. And with us, to drink is to die. Thank you.